We have a fax machine here on the show, and I don't get that many faxes anymore. But here's one from a 14-year-old girl. There's no return, so I'm just going to answer it and move on because there's nothing else I can do. Hi, Wendy. I'm 14 years old. I've been sleeping with my older brother's best friend, who's 18 years old. We don't use protection, and now I think I have herpes. The problem is also that I'm pregnant. Should I tell my brother first, or should I tell my brother's friend first, or my parents? It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter which one you tell first, because when you tell one, the one is going to tell the other, and vice versa. And either way, your life is screwed for a minute, young lady. And since you're old enough to talk about such adult things, then you're old enough to hear me tell you that you're screwed. You did this to yourself. Fast ass. Who would you tell first? I would tell my brother's friend, because my parents are going to crack skull, my baby in my belly's skull, and break my neck. Yup. And take away my cell phone, because I'm 14. Remember, I'm still under their tutelage. And send me to bed with no dinner and all that stuff that they do to children. And call the cops. A couple of texters. One texter is saying about the 14-year-old girl who thinks that she might have herpes, but she's pregnant by her brother's 18-year-old friend. She says, they said, Wendy, are you sick? She's 14. That's rape. I understand her age, but when I think in terms of an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old, the age difference is not so big. So, and when I think in terms of sexual activity, and she wasn't saying it like rape. She said, they've been having sex and whatnot. You're right, technically, but she's got to tell somebody, and she is screwed. She for several years, she's got to get herself together. Hi, Lynn.
Hi.
Wendy here.
How are you?
Good.
I just had a comment about the 14-year-old girl who's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy, why don't you just go to Planned Parenthood and get an abortion and get some herpes medicine and call it a day?
I can't. Lynn, I can't. Wow. You were so desensitized.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, call it a day. She shouldn't be doing the things she's doing anyway. That's a little crazy. But the mess that she's in right now, like you said, her life would be, messed up for a minute.
Yeah.
It would be. So, it's, determination. I've seen it all. Girls younger than not getting them,
Yeah.
But she has to do what's right for her.
Yeah.
Get medicine, first of all. That's the most important.
Yeah. Thanks, Lynn.
All right, bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. There's a couple of texters. One says, tell the 14-year-old to have an abortion. Wendy, it's statutory rape. Wendy, he's not the one to protect her, Wendy. She needs her parents. She is screwed. Herpes. You can't get rid of herpes. There's no cure. It's ruined her life. No, herpes hasn't ruined her life. You know what's ruined her life in the bigger scheme? Having a baby at 14 has ruined it, at least for a few years. I can live with the herpes. 1 in 4 people are living with herpes. But it's that whole baby, no college, dropping out of high school, that over-sexualized, undereducated thing that's going to ruin her life. Give me herpes any day. I mean... All right, we need to break.
Man, I think we should look at the parents, man. Just like these parents aren't raising children correct in the sense that they just allow internet and basically the TV to raise these children out here. And when we have certain things that are glamorized, like the Chris Brown incident, the Rihanna incident.
Well, that's sex is not, to me, that's not a glamorization thing. I mean, I remember kids having sex at 14,
Right.
back when I was 14. I wasn't one of them, but 14 is a freshman in high school. Half Ocean Township was having sex or slobbing. I mean,
Yeah, but we did it a little bit more protectively. You know what I mean? I think nowadays...
I would agree.
You see a lot of people on Facebook and... you see them trying new things like anal sex, and that's like the new thing now. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that people just want to be that new adventure person.
No,
and,
I think probably what's crazy is that young girls and young boys absolutely have more nerve these days to take it all the way there when they are having sex. For instance, this girl is going to have this baby.
Right.
And she's just raw dogging it, and she has herpes. So she's got two announcements to make. Back in our day, or I know back in my day, girls were doing everything but having babies, whether it was, going to Planned Parenthood and having abort. Like, it just wasn't even a thought. You're not going to ruin my going to college. You're not going to have me come home and disrespect darken my parents' porch.
And the thing is, with these children nowadays, when they have a identity crisis. You were doing the hip hop era, lead passes and stuff like that, and they don't know if they want to be in the 80s, the 90s, present. They don't know where they want to be. So, it's a lot of stuff that's going on with our young children. They really need help.
I think so. More so than the identity thing, I think it's the kids these days are not as loved, or the parents are busy. They're not getting as many hugs. So then, therefore, they want to create their hugs. But I got news for her: the 18-year-old boy in a bail faster than like he's so out. And Deidre, hi, Wendy here.
Hey, Wendy, how are you, girl? How's it going?
Doing well, thank you.
I just wanted to comment on just the situation with the young girl. I think this is the sign of our time. It's just pretty much all going downhill. I don't generally like blaming parents because parents could be doing all they can do, but you still have to deal with the condition of our society. So the little girl's in a terrible condition, it's her situation, and I think she could use counseling after she gets that taken care of, girl.
Yeah. Thank you, Deidre.
You are so welcome. Keep it up.
Take care. And in all honesty, for many people who, have children at 14 years old, for many young women, there is hope that they can overcome it. The problem is that while they're busy on the sidelines of life, other 14-year-old girls are quickly moving ahead through schooling and college and grabbing jobs. So by the time this woman right here who's pregnant with this child goes out and actually has a chance at the world, she's competing with girls who are much younger than her, because the other girls her age who keep their noses to the grindstones will be gone with a corner office and a view.